I've seen the machines all lined up, but no, nothing telling me how to work them.
My concerns are that when people arriving into the Schengen area, that they will be met with delays, and actually if they're not prepared and not thinking about these things, they could be missing appointments that they've.
Thousands of British travelers woke up to a nightmare they never saw coming. It wasn't a terror threat, it wasn't a global health emergency, it was something far more frustrating and completely unexpected. As of this morning, over 3,000 UK passengers are stranded in airports, banned from boarding flights to Finland. And if you're planning a trip to Europe anytime soon, what just happened could affect you too. It started at 5 a.m. at Heathrow's Terminal 3. Sarah Mitchell, a 34-year-old teacher from Kent, stood at gate 27 with her 2 children. They were heading to Helsinki for her sister's wedding. Bags checked, passports valid, boarding passes in hand. But as she scanned her ticket, the screen flashed red, entry data missing. Confused, she looked at the staff. They were just as baffled. Within minutes, the flight was cancelled. No explanation, just chaos, and Sarah wasn't alone. Across London, Manchester, Edinburgh, and Birmingham, similar scenes played out. Business travelers missed meetings. University students were blocked from study programs. A retired couple who sold everything to start a new life in Lapland found themselves stuck in a budget hotel near Gatwick. One frustrated man told reporters, "They said my passport wasn't linked to something called EES. I've never even heard of it." So what is this system that's thrown thousands into travel limbo? It's called the Entry-Exit System, EES, a new digital border platform launched by the European Union. It requires all non-EU citizens, including UK nationals, to pre-register biometric data before entering any EU country. Facial recognition, fingerprint scans, passport uploads, all stored in a centralized database. In theory, EES was supposed to make travel smoother and more secure, but in practice, it's become a bureaucratic ambush. Airlines weren't prepared, border staff weren't trained, and Finland, they enforced it first with almost zero warning. Just 48 hours before rollout, Finnish authorities sent a directive to UK airlines. No time to update systems, no staff training, no communication to passengers. British Airways staff said they were blindsided. We didn't even know how to explain it to people. So when unregistered UK passengers landed in Helsinki, the system flagged their documents. The automated response? Deny boarding at the UK airport. Result, a travel disaster. And now it's political. Conservative MP Daniel Hargreaves didn't hold back. He blamed Labour directly. Another example of Starmer's incompetence on post-Brexit travel. Meanwhile, Nigel Farage went live on GB News, practically glowing. "This is what happens when you hand control back to Brussels," he declared. Starmer's government rolled over, and now Brits are paying the price. Downing Street's official line, "It's not their fault." A spokesperson claimed, "We are engaging urgently with Finnish authorities and the European Commission to resolve this issue." The enforcement was unexpected and not communicated in advance, but the public isn't buying it. Starmer travel crisis started trending immediately. TikTok flooded with videos of stranded passengers, some crying, some furious. The feeling? Betrayal and confusion. Because this isn't just about missing a flight, it's about control. Brexit promised power and independence over borders, but now UK citizens are being told they can't fly without Brussels' digital approval. And this is just the beginning. Finland is only the first country to enforce the EES. Within 12 months, every EU nation will follow. Spain, France, Italy, Portugal, Greece. If nothing changes, millions of Brits could face the same nightmare next summer. Picture it. You've spent months planning your dream trip. But at the gate, a red screen pops up. Your biometric data isn't registered. You're not going anywhere. That's the new reality. The emotional toll is already immense. Lucy Walker, a nurse from Bristol, missed her best friend's wedding. "I bought the dress, took time off work, got everything ready. Now I'm stuck in Heathrow with no answers, no refund, no way to get there. I've missed the wedding. I'm just heartbroken." Gareth Thompson, a software engineer from Manchester, spent £600 trying to reroute through Sweden, but he was told the same thing, EES required. Nobody knew what it was. Airline staff were clueless. Even supervisors didn't know. How is this acceptable? Social media is overflowing with similar accounts. A retired couple stranded after selling their home, students blocked from Erasmus placements, families missing funerals, entrepreneurs missing business deals. The anger isn't just at Brussels, it's at Westminster. One LBC caller put it bluntly, "Brexit meant taking back control. Now we need EU permission to fly. What was the point?" So who's really to blame? Finland says they followed EU law. All third country travelers must comply with the entry-exit system. The European Commission agrees. They say Britain was informed months ago, but British diplomats insist Finland acted early. An EU official admitted, "This was a miscommunication. Finland acted sooner than others. The UK will be better informed moving forward." Meanwhile, France, Greece, and Spain have delayed their EES launches. Finland charged ahead. Thousands of travelers are now collateral damage, and politically it's dangerous for Keir Starmer. His government promised competence and stability. Now the headlines show chaos and a prime minister looking powerless. Labour backbenchers are reportedly furious. One MP told The Guardian off the record, "If we want strong EU ties, we need coordination, not finger-pointing." Starmer wants closer EU ties but rejects formal alignment. The EU expects compliance without perks. The UK government looks out of sync with both. The Foreign Office is now in crisis mode. Emergency talks are underway. Airlines want compensation. Travel groups are pleading for clarity. But there's a bigger threat. Next year, EES will be joined by ETIAS, a visa waiver requiring online approval before UK citizens can enter the EU. Combine that with biometric checks, and you've got a system that could block millions if not handled properly. Analysts call Finland's rollout the canary in the coal mine, a preview of what could become a full travel meltdown in 2026. Brexit promised control, but travelers are now waiting for EU permission. What kind of sovereignty is that? Over 3,000 Brits remain stranded. Many are still waiting in hotels and terminals. Some have given up. Others are stuck abroad without support. This isn't a technical hiccup, it's a failure of communication, policy, and leadership. And it raises the question, if British citizens can't travel freely, what did we gain from Brexit? So what's next? The UK is negotiating clearer timelines with EU leaders. Airlines are pushing for reforms. The public is demanding answers. Meanwhile, travel insurance firms are warning customers to double-check EES and ETIAS requirements before booking. Some companies are even considering clauses to deny claims if passengers are barred due to lack of biometric compliance. The impact is expanding fast, beyond politics, into the travel economy itself. Travel bloggers and influencers are now issuing advisories. Major airports are bracing for potential summer gridlock, and within Parliament, pressure is building for Starmer to appear before MPs and directly address what went wrong. As EES expands, the window to avoid disaster is closing. This story is still unfolding. The political fallout, the future of travel, the digital borders ahead, will be tracking every twist. Now it's your turn. Should Finland have waited? Should Starmer have acted sooner? Is Brexit delivering independence or more red tape? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you want real updates with no spin, hit that subscribe button. Because when the next border policy drops, you'll want to know before you're the one stuck at the gate staring at a red screen. This is the travel crisis Westminster can't ignore.